Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Raft. Today we're doing something very special. We're playing the multiplayer mod and Calum's here.
Hello everybody.
So this is a mod of a game that's like a pre-alpha. But
yes,
it's pretty cool.
It's very cool, but it's a little bit broken, which you'll find out.
Yeah, basically, I mean, to give a rough summary, you can jump in the water and the shark doesn't care. When you die, you respawn, and the only way to share items is to drop them. I love just seeing you dive in. I would love for the shark to just turn around and go for you. That'd be amazing. But yeah, this is a game I've played in the channel before. Quite a few people have wanted to see this come back, and I did say I would revisit it eventually, so I figured that this would be a good way to do it. It means I don't have to do it on my own and do everything again, and we can just chat a bunch of rubbish whilst hopefully surviving out here. Although I can't help but notice that there's not a lot of metal.
No, there's not. That's the thing. You need metal off the start, and we really just don't seem to be getting it right now.
Yeah, I've got one bit.
I've got four. I talk a load of rubbish at times. I really do.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for is you talk a load of shite.
Yes, yes. Oh, the shark. Oh, it's coming this way. We need to name the shark. That's the first thing we need to do. You? I don't know.
I thought for a second I thought he was.
Well, the game can't have updated in a day.
I mean, you'd be surprised.
That's true, actually. Right, I'm going to go ahead and make ourselves a water purifier because that's something we're going to do.
Because the shark is going to come straight for the... Okay.
It's a little late. It's a little late. To be fair. Right, how much metal have you got? Right, I've got another 2. Okay, you have 3, I have 1. Right, so you should be able to make a spear now, assuming you have a piece of wood.
If you drop the metal
right, you need this as well. Right, okay.
Yeah, I've only got 3.
There we go. I like how things drop into barrels, actually. That is really handy.
Why can't we just use the barrels?
Well, yeah, that would make sense too.
Oh, shark's coming for me. You bark, you bugger.
Wait, did he attack the raft?
No, he was coming for me. I jumped in the water for a second.
Yeah,
so what do we call him? Like, I want to call him like... I'm tempted to say something like Simon, because you've got the alliteration there. But I'm also, for some reason, my head's going Brendan. Brendan the shark.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I prefer Brendan over Simon anyway. I think.
Yeah. Okay. Every Simon watching this is just gone. Oh, right, I see how it is.
Yeah, it's.
Hello, Simon.
Right, we need to make stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to build. That's the great thing about Raft is you can just go ahead and just.
Oh yeah, once we start getting some nets on the go here, we're gonna be sorted. It's gonna be so good. I do need to get myself a hammer, which if I can get another bit of metal, I can totally do.
Wait, do we want to do that, or do we want to make the sharks come for you by the...
I don't care. It's fine. It's not fine. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Yep, ever so slightly.
Holy shit. Oh, my... What? No, he turned towards me there, and like I wasn't expecting that, but he was obviously just swimming through me.
Yeah,
and
you never really do expect a shark to attack you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we, funnily enough, don't get sharks around Scotland and Northern Ireland, so
that's not something we usually get.
I think it goes about as far as maybe a jellyfish. That's
you get a jellyfish. I've seen sea lions in the river in my time. That's always interesting. Or seals, rather. Or whatever. I don't know. Sea lions, seals. I can never tell the difference. But there's one that comes in. He comes up from Belfast. Not Belfast, is it? He comes up from there's a coastal town near me called Port Stewart, which is it's a really big like kind of coastal touristy place in Northern Ireland. So it's not very touristy at all outside of Northern Ireland. But the point is, like he comes in from like the sea, swims right up the river, and he's like, hello. He's been there for like a good while. He's not in the river all the time, but he does frequently visit. He does say hello.
Well, it sounds like he's a local.
He's a bit of a local, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a good fish and chips place on the river as well, so I mean, he probably goes there. I mean, it's a really good fish and chips place. I've like gone. They used to do battered Mars bars, which
that is Scotland right there.
I know. If someone if you're watching this video and you haven't tried a battered Mars bar, oh my god. They're really good. They're really unhealthy. And
yeah. I was about to say, disclaimer, they are like the worst possible thing you could actually put in your body, like outside of drugs.
I mean, honestly, I would sooner take meth. I don't really. I mean, well, I don't know.
This has just gone downhill very quickly. I'm just like,
the point I'm trying to get to is that they eventually stop. Oh, look who's coming over. Hello. They eventually stopped doing battered Mars bars. But I was like a regular, and I was in all, you know, every other day after school or whatever, with all the friends I had at the time. And like I'd go in and say, "Oh, can I get a battered Mars bar?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't do them anymore." And they were like,
childhood ruins.
No, but they were like, "But if you bring us a Mars bar, we'll batter it for you."
All right, okay.
And it was like £1 for a battered Mars bar. It was then 50p for them to batter it. So it actually wound up being cheaper because there was a place nearby that was like a proper little like family-run convenience store. So they were really cheap. So I could get like a Mars bar for 40p, and like I would save 10p on me battered Mars bars. It was great. And they were making a bit of money for battering it, which to be fair, I mean, I doubt it cost 50p to batter the Mars bar realistically.
No,
but
yeah,
care.
every company has to make a profit, I guess.
Exactly.
So.
Well, no, I mean, have you seen the YouTube comments? How bloody dare they? Fucking sellouts.
Yeah, I get you. The thing is, in Scotland, literally, like, everything, and I mean everything, is fried. I had fried pizza in batter the other day.
I've not tried fried and battered pizza yet. I've wanted to. I was in Scotland in 2010 at a little place you might know called M&D's.
Yeah, like the worst theme park ever.
It was miserable, man.
Yeah.
It was really miserable. They have like a Build-A-Bear there, though. And I remember
that's
like,
still nothing that special, to be honest.
That's not special. There's a Build-A-Bear in Belfast. There's actually, just outside of Belfast, there's like a Star Wars shop. Not like a Disney store, but there's a shop called Order 66 Toy Store. I only discovered this today. Like, I was in the Star Wars subreddit, and someone was like, I live in Northern Ireland, and we have a Star Wars themed toy store. And I'm like, I just go on this. I never comment on Reddit. I'm a lurker, and I like post my own stuff to the ConflictNerd subreddit. But I posted in this, and I'm like, we have a Star Wars shop in Northern Ireland? But yeah, M&D's is really miserable. But I remember going there, and they had the Build-A-Bear, and I got a bear made. And like, the girl working there, you could tell she wasn't interested, because she had this like Glasgow. She was like 17 or whatever. It was like her first job from Glasgow. And she's like, because you have to do this stupid dance with the bear and like recite a pledge thing. They make you do it. And it was like, okay, now go ahead and put your hand up here and just do this, and I just spin around 3 times and say that you're gonna love it forever. And I was like, oh my god, I'm 16 years old. I know I'm not an adult yet, but Jesus Christ. It's really embarrassing, because other people are in the shop going, look at this fucking dickhead.
I mean, it's such a big selling point for younger people, but like 16, like I would just be like I'm just in my head I was just like, really? Are we really doing this? Do you really want to see me do this? Like I was full emo at the time as well. So it's like, do I look like the kind of person that is remotely interested in your bullshit? But apparently I did, because I did it. So, you know, I'm glad they don't, you know, make you film it or anything. I'm glad that I wasn't like into filming shit back then. Well, I wasn't going to film that. That's the thing, like, you could easily go ahead and just, like, get, like, one of your friends, you know, like, for example, if you're at, like, an event and just go ahead, oh, let's go into Build-A-Bear, you know, it's just, oh, you go ahead and pick something out. And then, of course, they're like, oh, yeah, this'll be great, and then, all of a sudden.
And then they get to that bit, and it's like, oh, dear. It's like, oh, man, I can't stop filming, it's my vlog, can't stop. Oh, I can't edit it out, this is gold, no.
Right, anyway, back to Raft. I need to go ahead and, have you got any, we need a torch, that's the one thing, because this game at night.
Lucky for you, I've got one.
You do? Yes, well done, that's what we need. I need, what else I don't even know. I need a fishing rod, like, I'm not doing well for food.
And we need, yeah, I'm also really thirsty, so I'll just drink that.
Right, I could go ahead and
we need places to cook, and we need a fish. I'd get a fish. You focus on a fishing rod, I'll focus on somewhere to cook.
Right, well I just built the cooking thing, so you're a little bit slow, not gonna lie.
I got a fishing rod.
Right, we'll get fishing then.
I'm getting fishing.
Right, I have, I need palm seeds as well. We need to, how much wood? I'm surprised, this is strange, it's like, it's such a contrast, because like after 30 minutes you have a near enough unlimited supply, but right now it's just like, I want stuff so badly, but it's coming in at such a slow rate.
Yeah, it's a bit slow at the minute. I've got 2 raw mackerel, so I'll go ahead and throw one of those on.
Put those on. Yeah. To be fair, I mean, like, as we were talking at the start of this is a little bit bugged, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's a fan-made multiplayer mode for a game that is in like pre-alpha. So it's really buggy. Like the forum post for this is like, the devs have said they don't want to add multiplayer, so I've done it for them, and it is really buggy. Like this game, you get it through itch.io, itch.io. That is, you can get a launcher for it, like, you can get the itch.io launcher, you can get it through the website, but the mod for multiplayer is also on there, and it's really easy to do if you can port forward. Oh fuck, the shark is having a real go over here, shit. Get off of that, you bastard!
One thing I do not have is a sphere.
Brendan, you cheeky shit. Jesus.
Oh, he took 2 nets as well. God, that was cheeky. Ridiculous.
Classic Brendan.
Yeah. Well, to be fair though, I could say me and Brendan are friends because he's not actually coming after me.
Oh yeah, he just hates me.
Yeah, so which is an advantage, but it's also, I mean, the thing is, this game, the amount of potential this game has, honestly.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm really keen to see where this goes because it's almost therapeutic, really. Like, I honestly like find it really relaxing. Like, we were so before we sat down to record this, the night before we sat down to record this, we booted up to test it. And I, like, in my head, I was like, oh, it'll be like 20 minutes just testing it to make sure everything works. We were just playing this for like 2 hours and just chatting a lot of crap. Kind of like what most of this has been thus far, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I do find it really relaxing. It's kind of got that like early Minecraft vibe for me. It's nothing like Minecraft, but I always reference back to that because like early Minecraft for me was just really therapeutic. It was really relaxing. And I'm getting that with this, and it's nice.
Yeah, I do. It's just something about this game. It's so basic, and that makes it so good. I mean, the thing is, like, we play these games, which are management games primarily. Our channels are both built off that, and it's they get very complicated, and then it can just become a bit stressful at times, to be honest. Stressful. And
I mean, the thing with this as well is, like, it's, the multiplayer makes it so much easier because you can just jump in the water. And because, like, it just gets, like, 2 people building everything just makes it so much easier down the line. Which is why I would love to see the devs actually add multiplayer support. Or, you know, as long as this mod keeps getting supported, that would be nice as well. But
yeah,
whatever way, I mean, this isn't a game that I thought about a multiplayer mod for until, like, you mentioned it. And I was like, okay, I'll have a look at it. And then I saw it and I'm like, oh, this actually seems like it would be the perfect game to have multiplayer. And it is. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Oh, we got a lot of stuff coming in there. Jesus.
Right, I'm building more. Oh, we do. Item nets, that's one thing. Right, we just need to, I think our plan for now, I would say, is just get as many item nets as we can, because that's obviously just going to go ahead and allow us to build what we want. Have you got any palm seeds yet? Because that's one thing which I would say that probably one of the only items we don't have yet, actually, to be fair. I haven't got
any either, yeah. It's a bit weird, because you usually get loads of them.
Yeah, especially at the start out there, and then they sort of dry up in a sense, which is kind of, because they don't, from palm trees, you don't actually get more, I don't think.
Yeah.
Which is one thing.
Well, that's the thing to keep in mind is like, so during the testing we found that I can't see anything. If you grow a palm tree, I can't see it, and if I grow a palm tree, you can't see it. Same with like potatoes or anything growable. Basically, you won't actually be able to see it, which is a bit weird. But again, it's a mod of a mod. It's a mod of a like early access. Not like pre-alpha game, Jesus.
Have you got a fish, by the way? Because I need.
I have one that is cooking.
Right, yeah, because I'm gonna need. To be fair, I mean, I will literally respawn if I
die. That's another thing. Like, you don't die permanently; you just respawn. It's a bit silly, but again, I find it fun. There's another cooking spot as well, so there's another fish on the go.
Right, I've only got beetroot. Yeah. Oh no, I can't see the fish.
Really?
No, I can't. That's the thing. I was like, what are you talking? That's another thing.
There's one here that's nearly cooked anyway, so I'll just pick it up and give it to you. You're gonna need to get yourself a fishing rod then, because you're gonna need to like catch your own food.
No, yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, it's turning into like our own games, and with the one game.
Well, we can build together, which is kind of part of the fun. Like, that's part of what I really enjoy about this.
That is good.
Plus the fact that you can jump in and just grab everything, and the shark does not care.
Yeah, I know, which is good. I just hope things don't, you know, build up or have to swim ridiculous distances, because that's one thing which I found when I was playing this game was even the more you build item nets, I just feel like the items just get further and further away.
Yeah, I found that with my first series as well. It was like the items just don't seem to be coming as frequently, which was really weird. But it'll probably be alright.
Yeah, we'll be good. I've got a lot of wood actually. What do I need? Right, should we make more item nets? Or...
I mean, generally item nets are the way to go. You do need a fishing rod though.
Yeah, I do actually.
Here is some food at my feet.
Right, thank you. Right, I've got myself fishing rods. Don't need any. I probably should take a spear. I mean, not that I'm ever going to get attacked, but for the raft's sake, I should probably go ahead. Yeah,
it'd be useful, because if we build this thing really big and the shark winds up like attacking a bit that you were at, it saves me having to run over.
Yeah, I get you. And especially like if we go ahead and build multiple tiers, which are levels, whatever you want to say, is you don't. I mean, that's the pivotal part. That could go ahead and ruin a castle. That could go ahead and ruin a agility course, or whatever.
Well, so. that's the reason. That'd be the reason that we'd need to like go ahead and like build a buffer, basically. So like around the entire ground floor, build a couple of layers,
like a moat sort of thing.
Yeah. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
To be fair, this is what, the second or third... Oh, I don't know if I can attack him. That's strange. Well, to be fair, he must be close to death. Because that's been about the second or third time he's attacked.
He must be close to death at this point.
Right. Do you have potatoes? I realised I had a potato, and then I cooked it, and then we could use that to get more food.
I may have done the same thing.
We'll get more. It's just barrels. Barrels are so, and that's one thing about this game as well, is that stuff just appears in waves as well. It's like all of a sudden it's loads of planks. Yeah. Then it's loads of metal.
Well, we've got another net over here, so we're getting there. We just need to build a giant line of the item nets.
Yeah, I get you. To be fair, I'm actually just gonna go, oh, I have a fish. Oh yeah, I did. Like, half the time I forget what I did literally 10 seconds ago, and not gonna lie.
I get that as well, all the time. It's because, it's a YouTube thing. Like, I get it in videos a lot.
Oh, it's the worst.
I try and just make it funny, basically. It's like, oh, look at me being a forgetful sod again. Or like, I just try and spin it into something, or I try and like make it flow like I've changed my mind about conversation. This sounds a lot like a behind the scenes and how I make videos, but no, it's genuinely like, basically for me, I either stutter and mess up a sentence to the point where I stop talking and then I know to cut that out of the video, or I make it funny, or I make it work with like the flow of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because like the forgetting thing is just because you're sort of thinking about playing the game, and you're also like trying to have like an interesting thing to say. Basically, it's like why the Minecraft stereotype from way back when is like the whole joke of no, I'm just gonna punch this tree, and yeah, it's just gonna fall down and get a couple of blanks of wood there. It's why like that's a stereotype, because like that was very much what early Let's Play was. It was literally saying what you're doing and adding nothing to it.
I mean, that just shows you, I think that's the prime example. And I can remember back to my first video. I can remember back, it's always interesting, I find, watching other people's first videos, where YouTube has come from to where it is now.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's what my first video was. Like, one of my first I still remember my first Minecraft world, and I wish I didn't delete it. Like, looking back on it, I wish so much I didn't delete it, because I loved it. Like, it wasn't amazingly built, but I spent so long on it. And I remember like some of my first servers and stuff like that, and I wish I still had the maps. And man, I do miss running like game servers. I used to run Minecraft servers all the time. I had a Rust server last year. I might look into getting like game servers again, because that's something I absolutely love doing. Like, that's one of my favorite things of making videos, is that you meet people that like just playing video games.
Yeah, I get you.
And I loved that. I loved that I could boot up like Rust or something and jump onto my own server where I know there's not going to be people that are jerks, and like I can just say hello and chat. There wouldn't be many people on, but there would be a couple. And like everyone's just really friendly, and that's something I always make a point of doing on my game servers. I always make them friendly, and some people are sort of like, "Oh, safety blanket," but it's like, no, it's my server. I'll do what I want with it, and if I want to make it a friendly place, I'm gonna. And I always do, because it's a much more pleasant place to play, especially like I play a lot of games, so having somewhere to go and play games that's just relaxing is so nice. It's why I like this. Yeah. It's why I love this game, because it's relaxing. It's a nice break. It's not too intense in terms of like what you play, and yeah, it's just good. I mean, it might be later if we build some bloody big castle and it all falls down because of the fucking shark. Then
that's what I'm very concerned about. I mean, the thing is, like, this game right now, the stage it's at, that's, I think, the only thing that can actually go wrong. I mean, like, realistically, like, and one thing I'd love to see this game actually is, I come from, I just study games design, if people don't know, games development more specifically, actually. Like, it'd be good if we could go ahead and contribute as a community, which I don't think you can, the full game, go ahead and actually, like, be able to go ahead and add items in and stuff like that, because that'd be great to have, like, an open source game, which you can just contribute to.
Yeah, that'd be a really interesting idea. Like, I get like an open source game in the sense that like it's sort of community built is a cool concept. The only problem is like there'd be so many different versions of the game. Like everyone would be coding their own like little version of this or that, and it's then getting it all to work together.
True, but like think of Minecraft for example, right?
Yeah,
the
you
Minecraft
need,
core
like,
game.
You need a game that is more of a base, like is a good base for it, rather than like everyone kind of just openly contributing to the progress of the game. Like this down the line, letting people add their own stuff will be a really good thing. But the thing is, as much as I love this game, there's so many indie games on places like itch.io and Steam that you can never be sure if a game's going to be finished. You can never be sure if like a game's going to be memorable way down the line. Because as much as I love this at the minute, I will say it's not the most memorable game. No, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that it's not overly complex, and that can contribute to you not really remembering it. You enjoy the experience, but you just don't go, oh, damn, I can't.
Oh, shark. He's attacking on my screen.
Go? Get out of here.
Right, so he's gotta die soon. Like
he'll probably die in the next one.
Yeah. Right. How are we doing? I got so much wood. I don't have rope. Have you got spare rope? That's one thing I'm needing.
I've got 2 rope, but I've also got another item net to put down. So I'll go throw that over here. There we go.
Right, I'm just gonna go for a swim, to be honest. That's what I really need to do.
I feel like at this point we should just start building some platforms, because we have a lot of item nets at this point. So I think some platforms would be good, especially to like surround the item nets so the shark can't get to them. Yeah,
that's probably the best bet actually. The problem is I've got so much wood. I don't have any rope. That's the problem. I have 4 rope. Right, let's go ahead and build out this way. I want palm seeds. It's something about a palm tree just makes it look, you know, nice.
I still haven't got any,
No.
That's really strange, because it's usually one of the first things you get is palm seeds.
Or you're just not getting a lot. That's what I feel always happens. Like, especially when you start to record, something always goes wrong. That's just, I don't know if it's just like a YouTube thing or something like that, but everything. I remember once, and so I'm a student as well, for people who don't know, and it was in my first year. So in first year, like, you typically live in student accommodation, and then for your second, third, fourth year and whatever onwards you do, it's like private accommodation.
Yeah.
So in the first year, this is when, like, before I really, I don't know, I think I was streaming Call of Duty at the time, so this was probably 2014, like, this is like a long time ago, which is 3 years ago, which is just insane, but anyway,
you know what's weirder? Someone born in January of 2000 is 17 years old.
Yeah, that
Man,
makes me feel so old.
I remember in like 2006, right? In 2006, I would have like played a lot of like Xbox Live. I'll get you back to your story in a second, but while I remember this, I would have played a lot of Xbox Live, and I remember me and my friends, like I would have been 13? No, less than that. Well, yeah, no, I would have been whatever age I was, whatever it was. The point is, like, some people in my group would have had like 92, 93, or 94 in their name as the year they were born in like their gamer tag. And I remember you'd see someone with like 97 or 98 and you're like, oh, you're so young, get off Xbox Live. I remember seeing someone once with 01. Now this was a few years later, but I saw someone with 01 in their name, and in my brain I went, oh my god, they're so young. And then I realized it's like, oh, it's 2015. They are 14.
Yeah.
And I didn't make that connection. And then this year, it's like, someone is like, next year, someone born in this millennium is going to be 18 years old.
Yeah.
That's weird to me. That's really weird to me. And half the people watching this video might be like in that group of people who are like turning 18 next year. That's weird. It's not weird for them, but as someone that remembers like gaming and seeing people with like 97 in their name, it's weird. Anyway, your story.
So, what? See, this is literally what I mean. I forget. I've remembered. That was
my fault.
Yeah. No, it was a wonderful segment. By the way, that was top quality. Anyway, so I was live streaming Call of Duty. I think this is when, it must have been Advanced Warfare came out. So before people say, oh, you're playing Advanced Warfare, I didn't play it for very long. It was not my jam. But this is before I really went ahead and played. I did play management games here and there, but it was something which I guess I hadn't really, you know, I was a first year. First years are just, they're the noobs, you know, they're just the people which are just
absolute shitheads is what you're looking for.
Yeah, pretty much, like the loud ones, they're just. Anyway, so student accommodation where we were, it was like 1,000 people, and it was all connected up to this one fire alarm, which is not good. Yeah, exactly.
I know where this is going.
Yeah. So live streaming, right? Actually doing quite well. I got up to about 30, 40 views, which back then, you know, I was not. I mean, I would struggle to pull that in today, I feel, honestly. And of course, doing really well in the gameplay, stream's going great, and of course this fire alarm goes off, and I'm like, and it's not just a beep 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 beep. These are like
school bells.
Oh, like yeah, like and it's so loud. That's the thing, because you got one in your room because and the rooms are really small as well, so it's legit directly above you. Interestingly,
in my old office, before I moved back in the home studio, there was one of those bells in my room. In my office.
Yeah. I think it's legally got to be in every single one, which is just...
Not every single one in this case, in this building, but there was one in my office. It was a pain.
Yeah.
But speaking of fire alarm stories, I was in Manchester in early October.
Oh, yeah, I know where this is going.
Yeah. So, first day in Manchester, my phone starts dying. As in, it will not maintain a charge. Now, my boarding pass for my flight was on my phone. My, information for getting Uber, so getting around Manchester was on my phone. All my contacts were on my phone. Obviously, hold on, I hear the shark. Obviously, I had my card with me, so I could pay for stuff, but I'm in a city that I don't know pretty much on my own. Like, I had a couple of friends there, but still, I don't usually travel on my own. It's something I've done very recently in the last year or so. So, yeah, first day in Manchester, phone's dying. I'm stressed to hell because I don't know if it's going to work. Second day, good day. Second day was my last full day in Manchester. Then, around 3 or 4 a.m., like, I'm due to be up at about 7 o'clock because I need to go to the airport, but about 3 or 4 a.m. on my last night there, the alarm goes off in the hotel. Now, this is a dodgy-ass old hotel near Old Trafford. It's not terrible. The rooms are terrible. The, building's beautiful, but it's a crap hotel. And the fire alarm goes off. And I'm bricking it because I'm on a different side to Manchester to everyone I know. Everyone I know is going to be asleep. My phone was still a bit weird. And the fire alarm's going off. It's in my room. It wakes me. I've never in my life been woken by a fire alarm. So
really?
Never, ever been woken by a fire alarm.
You need to live in student accommodation just for like a week and you will,
No, but the thing is, I'd never been woken by one, ever. I was fucking terrified. Because I woke up and I knew what was going on. I knew it was a fire alarm. But in my brain, I was going, shit, have I, slept through this for a couple of minutes? I didn't know what was going. I didn't know what I was going to open my door to see. There was no smoke in the room. There wasn't a fire. It was a malfunction in the electronics. But I didn't know. I've never been in a building that is on fire. I've been near a building that's on fire. I've been across the road from a warehouse that exploded. I just died. Interesting.
GG.
But yeah, no, it was utterly terrifying. And so I haven't told this bit of the story because I've always tried to avoid it because it's bloody embarrassing.
Exclusive, eh?
But I woke up, and I make a point of being as comfortable as I can be when I'm sleeping. So in this case, I was asleep in my underwear, basically, because I was only there for a couple of days. I didn't bring that much with me. I brought a couple of changes of clothes, but I didn't bring anything to sleep in other than me shorts. So I woke up, and in my panicked state, I didn't get dressed, but I did have with me. I did have with me this kind of long coat.
Right.
It was so I had slip-on shoes, but I put those on, and I put a long coat over me and held it around me. So I'm standing there in the lobby of this hotel in a pair of like black slip-on dress shoes, my underwear wrapped in a coat.
Oh.
There is no fire. There is no emergency. Nothing. And I'm like, fuck, I've just like made a right tit of myself. Now what's more, as I stood there for 5 minutes because the alarm wasn't stopping, and basically as I went to go back up the stairs, I went, shit, I didn't grab my key from my room.
Oh, rookie mistake. That's
no, but it's a fire. Like, it could have been a fire. So the immediate thing I always say is don't grab anything, don't stay to grab anything, just get out. I didn't stay to grab anything, including my clothes, which again was dumb because I was on the opposite side of Manchester. I did have my phone and my wallet, but if there was a fire, and a serious fire at that, I would have been stuck outside this hotel in my underwear and a jacket and clothes, unable to go get the rest of my clothes. The point is, I didn't have my key, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to go down wearing pretty much nothing and ask for like a spare key to get into my room. Fortunately, the door didn't close properly. Like I said, dodgy ass hotel. Door didn't close properly when I left
that's definitely against something. That's gotta be...
So that was an interesting experience.